myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We're going to sign. Check 49. Check 49. Check 43.
A run. This is Sayers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, they'll run with Sayers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
General West.
Back to throw, Donald. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score their opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
First down, Winston. Being chased out left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On play action, Winston. Complete, Smith has it. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Winston lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Does the big boy have the juice? The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A run at Sayers' right side. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's complete to Robinson. Room here to run. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run with Sayers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On 1st and 10, Darnold. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Play action now. Winston gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Winston. He gets it to Thomas. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. A first down throw, Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Sayers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play fake. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
To throw is Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They go play action. Winston. And Thomas has it. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Winston to throw for it on 4. Thomas has got it. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Winston now from the 50. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And that's caught by Smith. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Winston now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Sayers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Winston now. And that will be incomplete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Winston on 4th down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll run. This is Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston looking long for top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Jameis now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Winston looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Darnold on 1st down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He's back to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston. He's got Smith here. A gain of 6 there on first. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.